Today I fucked up by wearing no underwear to university whilst on my period. So, my boyfriend have been going out for over a year and we go to the same university. We've always been a pretty vanilla couple when it comes to our sex life, and my boyfriend suggested last week that it has always been a fantasy of his, for me to go out wearing no underwear whilst only he knows. The idea excited me quite a bit as well, and so I dressed up this morning in a tennis skirt with nothing underneath. I text him, "I've got a surprise for you," and nothing else, making sure he was left hanging on the edge and excited for the day. We don't live together, and so when we finally met up, he was all over me, kissing, and his eyes went wide when he realized I was not kidding. I decided to turn it up a notch and stick a piece of sellotape to the top of my thigh. I texted him, "I have a piece of tape stuck to the top of my thigh. If you can take it off, in a public place, then you'll get head, a BJ, as soon as we get home." He messaged me back, "Game on." It was lunchtime and we were sitting opposite two friends, I'll call them Em and Ava, in a local diner we go to all the time. The diner has an enclosed booth seating, so his hands would just look like they were resting on my thigh and I was slouching forward a little. He managed to get the tape which was stuck to the top of my left thigh. However, the fun didn't stop there as his fingers made a little detour. We both thought I was extremely wet. I was getting squeamish in my seat and he was looking a little bit flustered. We both missed what Em was saying, so when she shouted, "Guys, can you hear me?" we both jumped. I got up to go to the toilet and compose myself, whilst my boyfriend placed his hands on the white diner table. Ava coughed kind of awkwardly and said, "My name / I think you've got a little something on the back of your skirt." My white tennis skirt was soaked through with blood. I was horrified when I realized all four of us realized at the same time the blood stains on the table. My boyfriend literally went purple and proceeded to wipe his hands on his shirt. I almost died right there and then. I took my boyfriend's hoodie to tie around my waist, grabbed him by the hand and pulled him out of there, shouting over my shoulder, "Sorry, we need to go home to get cleaned up." It has been 2 hours and though we are both noticeably less bloody, we are both as mortified. He has disappeared to my bedroom whilst I'm writing this on the sofa trying to figure out how to explain what just happened. Too long didn't read. My boyfriend basically fingered me in public, under the table, but our friends found out. The wipe hit on the shirt part actually caused a part of my soul to die. Edit, tie for the award, kind stranger. This free bleeding thing is getting out of hand, or in this case, on the hand. Did he get head toe? Guess you have been caught red-handed? Well, no one will think you're a vanilla couple anymore. You are now a red velvet couple. Today I fucked up by feeding my child plastic star glitter. Took my kid, 5M, on a brunch date and went shopping. Went to the local pancake house and walked off our feast with some light toy aisle browsing at the Target down the road. Was genuinely having a great day and decided to buy Sunday supplies for after dinner since he was being a good sport about running a couple errands here and there. We had been out for a few hours at this point and the Saturday shoppers were finding their way to the grocery. We managed to get a flavor of ice cream and waffle bowls. My son very not so casually pointed out that I did not get syrup, and we dodged the grandmas for him to question all his life choices between caramel and strawberry. Boiler alert, he let me pick. As we started to leave, I remembered our younger child, 2M, got hold of our giant variety sprinkles and managed to trail them across the house the weekend before, and I suggested we get a brand new pack to celebrate. Having purchased many shiny, metallic, and rainbow sprinkles before, we jogged over to the bake aisle and found the good stuff. Lo and behold, holographic stars. The cutest, most sparklest thing my son and I ever thought to adorn our Sundays. A fresh shipment. I grabbed a container and ran. After dinner, and so excited to make our Sundays, we piled together our ingredients and made sure to give ourselves a generous helping of unicorn star sprinkles each. Admiring our work, we dug in. And that's where the tingling pain began. Tiny little daggers of plastic held digging in between teeth and cutting my gums. Flat sheets of stars scrunched as I chewed. Oh no, these were not sprinkles, these were Satan's glitter in a fucking sprinkle container. I went to the kitchen and grabbed the offenders and there was absolutely no food label. My husband was horrified. I was horrified. Our son was finished his Sunday. Called Target and they ran the barcode. Turns out I bought glitter. The guy on the phone about shat himself. We all had a good laugh. My husband told my son he would poop glitter just like mom. Here is a photo of the stars that were plastic, right, and the stars that are edible, left, that come metallic colors. TL Doctor, I was in a rush and bought glitter stars instead of sprinkles and accidentally fed them to my son and myself. Edit, we did contact our son's pediatrician and emailed a photo of the glitter. He is not concerned and he said since my son just started 2 antibiotics, dietic, risk of bacterial growth from the stars is low. I appreciate your concern. Also thank you for the awards, kind strangers. But what I need to know is caramel or strawberry? If the plastic is hard and sharp enough to cut your gums, what's it gonna do at the other end of you? I can just imagine your son eating through the pain and just thinking this was how it was supposed to be. Lamau. But how did they end up in the baking aisle? Who failed this hard at their job? Let's wait a few days. As a today I fucked up in coming about reading a today I fucked up and realizing that said person writing the today I fucked up put glitter in the wrong area of the store. My mom still tells the story of when she found gold letters in my poop. Yes, it was when I was a baby. Name Mage Ouija. What did it spell out? Today I fucked up by fracturing my vagina at work. Update, of course this became my most popular post. As for the update, I went for surgery. Got out a few hours ago. Had a hematoma that they drained but they couldn't do much for the fracture since it was so small. Anesthetic is still making my ass and genitals numb so no pain. Hooray. Downside, nausea galore. Also downside, they put me in a COVID outbreak ward so now I have to quarantine for 2 weeks when I'm discharged tomorrow. 4 to 6 week recovery period. Moral of the story, watch where you sit. So, NSFW. Obviously, this happened today, about 4 hours ago. I work at an oil plant. Today I was waiting on top of a scaffold for my journeyman to get back with tools. Now, we were going to work on a valve. The valve was positioned horizontally, with a handle, looks like a steering wheel, and a valve stem, long piece of thick rod sticking out of the handle, pointing in towards the scaffold/area where people stand. I decided I wanted to sit down on the scaffold deck. Now, I'd what happened but I must have had a brain fart and forgot about the valve stem or misjudged how close I was to it. So I started squatting to sit down and rammed my genitals right onto the valve stem. Guys, think of being canned. That's what I did to myself. I instantly started crying cause, well, it fucking hurt. I stuck my hand down my coveralls and pants to feel if I injured it bad and oh boy, did I ever. The left side of my labia was swelling up and rock hard. It hurt to sit. It hurt to stand. I started panicking cause my genitals were swelling up and in a ton of pain. So I slowly made my way down the 3 tall ladders to the ground and told my foreman what happened, while still crying. Long story short, an ambulance was called because I had started to hyperventilate and was full on sobbing and screaming in pain. Ambulance comes and whisks me away to the hospital. My doctor told me about a couple hours ago that I had fractured my pelvis. Not a big enough fracture to warrant surgery to fix it. But my genitals are now swollen to 3x normal size and I'm doped up on fentanyl cause the basic pain meds did absolutely nothing. I'm now waiting to hear if I need surgery to drain the swelling cause it's only getting worse. So yeah, I'm still in hospital, confined to my bed cause I literally can't stand or walk. My wonderful boyfriend is here with me, and I'm assuming I will not be returning to work for a while. My vagina looks disgusting and all purple and black and the size of a golf ball. So, yeah, today I really fucked up. Too long didn't read, had an oopsie at work, injured my vagina which is now the size of a golf ball and may need surgery to drain the swelling and also fractured my pelvis. My vagina hurts after reading this. Know what's weird about that? I don't even have one. That's called the taint, my friend. Basically where your pre-birth vagina sewed itself shut. Oh honey, not said to be offensive, I feel for you. A DT situation. After you're all healed, go to your gyno and see if any nerve damage. Had no feeling in my devil's doorbell for 5 months afterward. Nurse said I need to come back for a checkup in 4 weeks or they can refer me to someone in my city. I'm only here for work, live 4 hours away. Wow, you brought your clam slam game to a whole new level. Okay, I'm not a native English speaker, so is clam slam an established term? If it's not, can we please all agree to establish it? Smiley face, smiley face. Hope you get well soon and without surgery. Op, praying gesture. My dick started crying from second-hand pain. Weird way to say you came. Update, just woke up from surgery. Very sleepy, can't feel below the pelvis yet. Staying overnight for observation. BF can't stay with me cause of COVID. Nurse says everything's still swollen and bruised. Have a catheter in. Not sure how I'm getting home tomorrow or anything with work.